everybody, this is Novelette D Moll. It's a tune by a composer called Cornelius Gurnet, and it's a tune which lasts one page only. I would say it's beginner to intermediate level. It's got one flat, and D Moll, Novelette D Moll, means D minor because it's in the key of D minor. I won't go into too much detail about the key, but it starts with the chord of D minor and it finishes with the chord of D minor. So that's the first clues we've got to the key signature. Now I like to give this tune to beginners because it's not too difficult, but it sounds quite nice as well. It's got a few bits of shade in it, you know, light and dark. It's comprised of it's quite repetitive because it's comprised of a verse which is repeated twice. It's got a sort of bridge in the middle, and it comes back to the second verse and the end. And then the second half of the piece is repeated as well. Okay. So what we're going to do now is just go through the tune a little bit, and I'll show you how to play it. Okay. So it starts off with we'll start with the left hand, I think. With the left hand, you've got just single notes every time. D, A, C sharp, A, D, A, C sharp, A. You can follow along with the sheet music and also with the camera, which should be above my head. So it's D, A, C sharp, A, D, A, C sharp, A, with the same time for each because they're crotchets. And then we bring up the left fourth finger to play G, B flat, and then we send the thumb underneath to play the A, G sharp, A. And these two notes are what we call porté in French or portato in Italian, which is a bit like halfway between legato, smoothly, and staccato, which is like, so it's halfway between. It's played firmly, solid, but sticky as if the notes were slightly sticky and played slightly accented. Then what we're going to do, I guess, is the right hand, which plays the melody. So this is divided up into small phrases, starting off piano, this part, so not too loud. We lift up, and then we go on to the which is F, E, D, E, A, lift up, F, E, D, E, A, and then we play the next part, which is like the scale of F major descending. So start with the fourth finger on the F, and we go F, E, D, C, put the fourth finger over the top to play the B flat, A, G, F, move the hand and play F and D with it, 2 and 4, and 3 and 2 on C sharp and E. Okay, together that makes. Okay, then it plays exactly the same thing again, but at the end, instead of going, it plays. Okay, so we've got the same thing in the left hand, E, D, A, C sharp, A, D, A, C sharp, A, D, A, but then G, B flat, same again. Pass the A and the thumb underneath for the A, and then we've got two fingers which play G and A, and then which is the 1 and 5, and then 2 and 4 play F and D. Okay, so just a slight variation. We call it sort of the second verse if you like. It's exactly the same as the first verse, except the ending is different. Okay, all of this part, the first verse is played piano, softly, second verse is mezzo forte, a little bit louder. Okay, and we move on to the bridge. And here we can see like a rise up on the piano. So we start piano, calm. The first note of this you can accent because it's got an accent on it. Starts piano and then it gradually gets crescendo to forte in the second part of the bridge. Okay, so it starts with the C sharp, E, A with the fifth finger, and we change. So play the A again with the third, which allows you to bring your hand up. F, A, D with the fifth, put the third again, D again, C sharp, E, A, put the third again, and F, A, D with the fifth, and D with the fourth after that, because the fourth will prepare you for the ending of the bridge. Take it off. A to finish. Okay. You can go back in slow motion on that if you like. The left hand is more simple. A, sorry, piano, A, B, D, F, A, B, D, F, and then loud, E and A, F, E and A, F, E and A, and we move up to the A again to finish. So that will play together. Louder, louder, crescendo, forte, louder. And then after that, it plays the tune again, but the second verse from the beginning. And then that whole second part is played again, as you can see the repeat signs on the sheet music. So it's a nice little piece. Lots of phrasing in it, so you can lift up at the end of each phrase. Lift up, lift up, lift up. One long phrase, lift up, and play the A. Okay, so I hope that was a nice little piece for you to learn. Most of my students quite like it. It's slightly melancholic because it's in a minor key, and an easy, simple structure. Verse 1, verse 2, bridge, verse 2. And then repeat the bridge and verse 2 at the end. Cornelius Gurlitt was a composer which liked to compose things for learners, for people learning in the beginning, so that's why I use his work quite often. Please like, comment, subscribe, and if you have any questions, note them underneath the video so I can get back to you. And I'm going to try and do a lot more of these beginner to intermediate videos, and then later on some more advanced videos and tutorials on chords, harmonies, etc. Thank you very much for your time. I hope you enjoyed it and I hope it was useful. I'll put the sheet music in the link, as well as the sheet music you'll have on this video on the screen as well. Okay, hope to see you soon.